Hello everybody, and welcome to a special episode. This is the start of 5 days of Christmas. You guys know what that is? It's where from the 20th to the 25th, I'm going to upload a bonus video involving some sort of Christmas antic, be it the Santa suit, or a game that's around Christmas. This game is not around Christmas, but it was released on the 15th of December, so I'm going to consider it a Christmassy game. It's called A Sky Full of Stars, and it's not much a game, more so a, as they call it, a moe novel. So let's check it out. It's a visual novel, guys, and we're gonna play through it for these 5 days. So don't worry though, other content will still be coming if you do not like this stuff. Other than that though, let's all sit back and enjoy.
ゲームを始めます。丸。
Okay. Just turn that down a bit. Yeah, this is Akito.
アキト、外見て、外。
Okay. Akito, look outside. Look. Okay, let's see what it is. What? What is that? Rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I opened the foggy window, and when the cold breeze blew in and touched my face, it sent a chill down my spine and a hair down my throat currently. I got... But when I saw the stars twinkling outside, I snapped wide awake.
行こう。
Let's go! Yeah.
こんな時間からどこへ行く?
Where are you going at this time of night? Well, Hikari and I, and... See you later! Just fuck you, Gramps. Man.
アキトー。
I didn't have to say that one. I rushed off, pedaling my bike with all my strength, and found Hikari waiting at the usual bridge. She was running around in circles like a dog chasing its own tail. It is freezing! As she yelled, her breath came out in clouds of white. Where's Saya?
まだ。
She's still not here! If we don't hurry, the sun will come up on us. I got worried and looked to the eastern sky, but it was still so dark, and never would have known it was almost dawn if she hadn't said so.
あ、来た。おーい。
Oh, there she is! Hey! It's a great girl voice, I'm sorry.
さや、遅い。
You're late, Saya! Or, you're late, Saya! I don't know what to do with the voices, man. I'm sorry.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Hop on. Oh, okay. That's her voice, guys. We put our stuff in the basket and Saya climbed on to the cargo rack. Ah, interesting. Then Hikari climbed on as well, holding onto Saya from behind.
もっと奥詰めて。
Scoot up some more. I can't breathe. Hikari squeezed Saya even closer to me, even though she was already pressed into my back. If you guys couldn't tell, I don't normally play games like this. This is the first visual novel I'm playing. Actually, no. The first one I played was a little bit of School Days, and then I stopped. Because, yeah, I already knew how it was going to end. So, I was like, yeah, never mind. Let's not play School Days anymore. And so, yeah, that was the first visual novel game I ever played, was School Days. So, this is the second. But it will not be the last either. There's another game, or visual novel game that I have in store for us. So,
特等席だよ。あったかいでしょ。
You've got the best seat. Aren't you all warm there? Yeah.
さあ、急ごう、アキト。
Okay then, let's hurry, Akito. Yeah. I put my feet on the pedals and guided my bike across the bridge onto the dark mountain road beyond. We suddenly picked up speed and went flying through the wind. Wow, my face hurts. The wind was so frigid on our faces, it was more than cold, it was painful. You see, it is winter time almost. Ow! Saya, press your face into my back. Yeah. Okay. With the weight of 3 people, the bike was too heavy to keep climbing the hill with its rough, broken asphalt. As the slope got steeper, I lost more and more power. Hikari, help me out.
任せろ。
Leave it to me. As we slowed down, Hikari jumped off the back, grabbed the cargo rack, and started pushing.
おりゃ
Grah! Whoa! Saya, hold on tight. Okay. I hope there's nothing bad in this. I really hope there's nothing bad in this. With a burst of added speed, our bike left the mountain road and passed through an overgrown meadow, heading into the middle of the forest. When the trail finally became too much for the bike, we threw it aside and set out on foot. And soon, the forest gave way to... A large black silhouette, resting quietly in the dark as if it were a sleeping beast. So, you can see like little white marks along here. I don't know if you guys are able to see my mouse, but along the top of the like train looking thing, I think it is, you can see like little white marks there. I don't know if that's supposed to, I feel like that could just be like an added visual design, but that's weird how you can see right through the windows and just stars on the other side. Yeah, so apparently it's a one-sided train. Ah, no, never mind, I was wrong. It was a train car. We were at a train station clinging to the mountain slope. It felt deserted, but not only because it was so early. No one used the station anymore. It was totally abandoned. Hikari climbed up onto the roof of the decommissioned train car standing at the platform. First! Wait a minute! Saya finally made it out of the forest trail and approached the platform. Oh, I may have to get rid of this beard, man. It's bugging me so much. Come on, take my hand. Thank you. I gave Saya a hand, since she couldn't climb up on her own. Ugh. Watch where you step. Yeah? Wah! Whoop! Or... Hikari grabbed Saya's hand from above as she lost her footing almost immediately. Oh, thank God she's still alive. Thank you, Hikari. Come on, hang in there, Saya. Okay. With our help, Saya finally climbed onto the roof and I followed after. Oh man, it sounds like chips. What do you think, Hikari? Well, she waited for me to climb up. Hikari scanned the horizon. From up here, our field of view was wide open, and we could see all the way to the distant sea. However, to the naked eye, the sky was still as dark as midnight. It was hard to make out the sea from the sky. Even so, the sky was clear, and countless tiny points of light twinkled above. That's very nice, very nice. Hikari was searching for the morning star among them. Could it be that one, maybe? Which one? That one, over there. right next to the moon. In the eastern sky, just above the horizon, the crescent moon drew its slender arc. Just next to it, shining with a light unmatched even by the sky's only fixed star, Sirius, was a single bright point. We spread out our equipment and quickly started getting ready.
早く夜が明けちゃう
Hurry, hurry, the sun's coming up soon. Don't rush us. We set up the tripod and the stand. Next, with practiced hands, we assembled the telescope. It wasn't difficult when we finished. I pointed the telescope at the... Oh, sorry, it wasn't difficult. When we finished, I pointed the telescope at the star we had just looked at and looked through the finder scope. I centered it on that shining heavenly body. There we go. Then I looked through the eyepiece. However, I didn't see the object in my field of vision. It was because the finder scope's optical axis wasn't aligned. Because I know what that means. I would just have to rely on my own senses to hone in on the heavenly body. Oh my god, is there actually going to be a game in this? No. I gotta say, I love the music. It's waning. There it is, Venus.
どれ見せて
Where? Show me. Hold on. I changed out the lens to increase the magnification and adjusted the focus. The blurry figure of Venus leaped into clarity. That's definitely Venus, and it's waning. It's so bright.
見せてよ
Let me see. Oh, hush. Here you go.
おーきれい
Whoa, it's beautiful.
会いたかったよ
I've been-
私のヴィーナス様
I've been waiting to meet you, my lady Venus.
ねえ私
Hey, I want to see it too. I want to see too.
もちょっと待って順番でしょ
Just hold on and wait your turn.
ずるいよ光
Hey, no fair, Hikari. I mean, hey. You know, you gotta take turns. Oh, look at that. It always starts from here. Why is there a dog? After we took turns looking through the telescope, I opened up our notebook and handed it to Saya. While Hikari held the flashlight for her, Saya drew a sketch of Venus. In star observation, you don't just stop after viewing an object once. You have to note how the object moves, how it looks, how it changes or doesn't change. You keep records over days, over weeks. This book was our planetary observation journal. You would never know without looking through a telescope, but Venus waxed and waned like the moon. Its apparent size could change sixfold. Ah. Its location in the sky also changes, so there were times where you couldn't see it at all. Ugh. We'd kept a record for ages, but lately we hadn't been able to see the planets due to rain and clouds. It's been 2 weeks since our last entry. Very soon, Venus would begin rising later, and it would be difficult to see. That's why we had to hurry today. The forecast for this morning had been overcast again, so I'd given up, setting my alarm for the usual time and went to bed. But, for whatever reason, Hikari ignored the forecast and woke up early. We owed her big time.
お月様みたいだね
It looks like the moon, doesn't it? Purple eyes and then blue and orange eyes. I don't get the whole multi-eye colored thing. Looking through the telescope, Venus was so bright it was almost blinding. It was waning like the moon. Saya drew that shape carefully. As she did, the sky gradually began to lighten. It was dawn.
寒
Ugh, it's so cold. It was 6 in the morning, the coldest part of the day. It was so cold, even the slightest breeze felt like it was freezing you. The three of us huddled together to fight the cold.
ねえ、私
Hey.
チョコ持ってるよ。
I've got some chocolate, and I brought some bread for breakfast.
ね、温かいココア。
Let's see. I've got some hot cocoa in here. I love that girl. Oh, look at us. We're just a little kid. You're so adorable. We're the one on the left, by the way. We shared our food and looked over our observation notes. There were entries showing Venus in full as well as it waning with the dates entered. Later, we'd color in today's entry and write down anything else we observed. Today's entry with Venus in rendezvous with the crescent moon was a wonderful addition to our observations.
こうやって見るとちっちゃな点なのに望遠鏡だとお月様みたいに見えるんだね。
When you look at it like this, it's just a tiny dot. But through the telescope, it's like the moon. So strange. I don't know how I feel about that voice I'm giving Saya. I don't know, it's weird. When you take time to observe, you can notice the wonders around you. Or you take notice of the wonders around you. And there are also puzzles to solve. Mercury and Venus wax and wane like the moon. That's because those two planets orbit closer to the sun than the Earth does. Changes in the way the sun lights shine on them make it look like they are waxing and waning. Or makes it. They are always near the sun, rising at dawn and setting at dusk. That's why you can't see these two planets in the middle of the night. By the way, if you guys can't tell, I have a little bit of a cold. It's very annoying because my nose is all like stuffed a little bit. Just a little bit. Not enough to be like too hard to talk, but enough for me to go every 5 seconds. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Even as the deep indigo of the winter sky began to lighten, Venus still shone brilliantly. Yeah, boy, it's a winter game. Christmas, there you go. Christmas. If it's winter, it's Christmas. Simple as that. Next. That's why it's often called the morning star. It announces the dawn. Shining serenely in the morning sky as it does, even without a telescope. It was beautiful. Yet, as brilliantly as it shines, when the sun comes up, it would surely fade into the greater light, like all the other stars. Our observation journal is almost done. On other pages, we had sketches of Mars, Jupiter and its moons, and Saturn's rings. We'd even written about the other planets, the ones that look like tiny dots, even in this telescope that we researched in the library.
諸君、1年間の観
Ladies
測
and
ミッション
gentlemen,
お疲れ様でし
congratulations
た。
on finishing your one-year mission.
あとはこれをレポートにまとめるだけだね。
All that's left is writing this up into a report, I guess. Just a little more work and our grand project would be finished. It was a little premature, but a huge feeling of accomplishment grew within me, and soon I felt warm enough to forget the cold. Okay. Whoa. Higuri suddenly stood up and pointed at the brightening horizon.
この列車は空を行く銀河鉄道天文台。
This
太陽
train,
系を征服しても我ら3人の旅はまだまだ終わらない。
this train is the Milky Way Railroad Observatory, headed for the sky. Though we three have conquered the solar system, our journey is not yet over.
さあ、銀河の謎を解き明かすべく次なる目的地へ向かおう。
Now then, let's depart for our next destination as we solve the mysteries of the universe. Yeah. Saya clapped her hands happily. I stared up, awestruck at Hikari's face illuminated in the dim light of dawn, and felt a sense of hope. Right. I felt we could go anywhere. We could solve the mysteries of outer space. I felt like we could reach out our hands and catch the stars. The three of us. As long as Hikari is here? Oh no. Well, there we have it. It's a sky full of stars. That's not the game, by the way. That's just the intro, I'm assuming. But we can assume from that Hikari's not going to live long, is she? Oh my god. They just put this music on loop. Man. So I'm just gonna get all the hair on my face. The beard is sinking, sadly. I think it's because it's not tight enough on me. But oh well. Just relax for a second here. Huh. Awesome music. Gotta love it. I turned off my alarm and lay there for a while. Then I crawled out of my sleeping bag and poked my face out of the tent to have a look around. The sky was shifting from black to deep blue. The stars were almost nowhere to be seen, and dawn was coming soon. Looks like I overslept a bit. The chilled air forced me awake as I boiled water on my portable gas stove. I mixed the water with the dark brown powder in my cup. Yep, we're older now. Huff. The sky, free of dirt and smog, was clearer at dawn than dusk. As the sun climbed over the horizon to the pure, clear sky, the colors grew in a beautiful gradation. A gradation? I don't know. Man, those hairs love my face, or my mouth. As always, it was a sight that made my heart feel washed and clean. From my seat on the mountain peak, I had that sight all to myself while I drank my instant coffee. I will never stop loving this. I enjoyed the blissful moment as I warmed my numbed fingertips on the steaming cup. My heart dried out and twisted from the constant rat race of daily life and studying, felt steeped in warmth and washed clean. The only coffee in the mountaintop was instant. It didn't need any richness or deep flavor. The mountain provided that. Incidentally, I called this a mountain peak, but getting here didn't call for anything as grand as mountain climbing. It's the kind of place middle-aged folks in light clothes hike to on a weekend afternoon. You can ride a bike right up here. Even so, I was all on my own. I had the scenery and cool air all to myself. For just this moment, I could forget my daily life and all the little irritations of school and enjoy the solitude. It was the greatest, most luxurious moment of bliss. Huh. But it seems like a bit of waste to enjoy this all alone. Even though no one was there to hear, the words tumbled out like an apology, and I picked up my smartphone. The thin plate of glass was like a symbol of daily life and my relationships with the people of this planet. I should share this feeling with someone. The first place that popped into my mind was Taikichi's, my best friend, but I shook my head and drove him out of my mind. He's no good. He doesn't have an ounce of sensitivity. This would be wasted on him. It would just encourage his vanity. I tapped my chat app and selected Saya's name. The pre-dawn sky. I sent her a short text along with the picture. Saya, so delicate and full of sensitivity, would surely understand the depth of my emotion. She's not answering. My text sat there, displaying the word unread, but that was a given. It wasn't even 6 in the morning. She was probably still asleep. Even though I knew why, it bothered me that she didn't answer. I shouldn't have sent the message. I guess I'll go home. I finished off my coffee, completely cold now, and stood up feeling dejected. If I could have, I would have stayed and prayed to the morning sun, but I had to get my part-time job. I pulled myself together and started taking down my tent. Thank you. I know how to roll the customer service business. Customers always start trickling into Sao Tome, stopping by almost as soon as it opens. Unlike more famous convenience store chains, it had a rural feel to it. Also, it was right in front of the station, so it was actually pretty convenient. Having said that though, it was a tiny countryside station. Most morning customers were students, adults on the way to work, or old-timers stopping to buy breakfast during their morning walk. Always the same faces. That's 142 yen and change. Thanks for stopping by. When the customers let up, I had a chance to take a breath. And then... Ruff, 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 ruff. I'm doing my own dog barking, by the way. Why? Because they suck. I suddenly heard the excited voice of a barking dog coming from outside. Oh, she came. Is it Hikari or is it Saya or is it neither? It's Saya. Woof. I went out to look and was met with the same old scene. That is a Shiba standing on its hind legs, wagging its tail and straining its lead to the limit. And in front of him, her brow furrowed in deep consternation, stood a girl in her school uniform. It was an odd scene, but taken as a picture, it was actually quite pleasant. The girl had the kind of beauty you'd usually see in commercials. Her face was perfectly laid out, her figure was slim and elegant, and her hair shone under the morning sun. All of which made her the archetype of the beautiful schoolgirl. Of course, what was most striking about her was something else. Her eyes. Her personality. Yeah, her eyes. It was her eyes. Her left eye and right eye were different colors. It was an intense blue and the other orange tinged with amber. Those beautiful jewel-like multicolored eyes were now tearing up. Ruff, ruff, ruff. At first glance, it seemed like the girl was crying because she was surprised at the Shiba's excitement, but actually, it was something else. The girl seemed to reach out her hand, then retracted it, but then reached out again. The dog, seeing this, sensed something was about to happen and got more excited, whipping his tail back and forth and barking happily. Cody! She couldn't bear it anymore. The girl with multicolored eyes reached out to pet the Shiba's head. Stop, Saya! Urgh. Her hand had stopped just in time. What's going on here? You know how this ends, right? What'll happen if you play with them? Is she turned on by dogs? Oh, but it's just for a bit. That's what you said last time, but you couldn't help it, and who ended up crying then? It was shedding season, and the Shiba's fur was in the middle of regrowing and was shedding a ton. Oh, she has allergies. To clean her fur-covered uniform last time, she'd had to buy a lint roller from us and really work on it. Okay, I'm gonna let the dog stick to dog. Kotaru, the Shiba, reached out his nose and carefully sniffed at the girl's outstretched hand. Sai just stared at Kotaru with her teary, jewel-like eyes. I'm sorry, Cody. Screw you. Tup, tup, tup. Or is it? Close to tears, Saya waved regretfully at Kotaru and rushed into the store. It had all the drama of a scene in some old movie where a mother had to give up her own child because the family's too poor, but then... What the? Ah! She tripped and did a perfect headfirst slide into the carpet in front of our shop. Beautiful. And then a shadow appeared over her. Great drawing. Kotaru, having finally succeeded in breaking the clip on his leash, leapt onto Saya with joyful energy. Cody, quit it! Hey, Kotaru, cut it out. Ah! It's a terrible noise to be making.
ひどい目にあったよ。
Oh, that is awful. Okay, raise your arms. Kotaru had his way with Saya until I dragged him off with his leash. Oh God! Did she just get fucked by a dog? What? What? What is this? What is this game? And thanks to him, I was now cleaning Saya's fur-covered uniform with a lint roller. I hope that's the only thing it's covered with. Leaving it here last time had been the right decision. This is partly your fault, you know, getting him worked up like that.
だって。
Okay. But, sniff. Kotaru was usually really shy and timid, but if someone he liked came along, he'd wag his tail and want to play. Especially when it was Saya, who he'd love more than his master for ages. Whatever the case, he was a clever, easy to train dog who was usually well behaved. If Saya hadn't done her little "I'm going to pet you," no, wait, I'm not, okay, I will tease, he never would have gone off like that. Did you skin your knees?
平気。
No, I'm fine. They're just red. She's lucky she didn't get hurt. There's some on your butt too. Well, better stay away from there, pal.
そこは自分でやる。
I'll do that. Okay. She blushed and took the roller, then twisted around to get the fur off her backside. Interesting. However, that is all we are doing for now, guys. Okay? So, if you guys enjoyed the video, awesome. Because I love it when people enjoy my videos, because it means I did something right. And that's what I like to do, is something right. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, and hope you guys are ready for the next part coming tomorrow. Maybe without the beard, because this thing is really annoying me. Maybe just the hat. The hat will work fine for me. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, and until next time, bye.